Robin Hood. Why does that have to be the amount? But thank you. I could get a few bills and shit still taken care of because I gotta pay my phone bill.
So last time we spoke about the young brother Robert Fuller that was found lynched in Palmdale, California. Now we know that when they report this, they quickly say it's a suicide with no autopsy. And when you quickly say it's a suicide with no autopsy or anything, you have no medical investigator, nothing at all, no investigation has been done, then immediately I'm starting to think that you are either a part of it or you're assisting those who did it. Because anytime a black man has been hung in this nation in recent times, it's always, oh, it's a suicide. When we know as black people, that is one of the last things we do. Black people statistically are the lowest group that commits suicide. The lowest. And we do commit suicide. We don't go put no rope on no tree and hang ourselves. We don't do that. The number one way black people kill themselves is through overdose of medication. After that would be a gunshot wound. But the main one is medication. I've done the research, I've seen that. So when you come up here and say that it's a suicide, seriously, that's what you're coming up with? How did he get himself in the tree? How did he perfectly tie the rope just right? Like how did he do all that? You get what I'm saying? And most black people don't kill themselves because most black people feel that I'm gonna go burn in hell. And I'm not going to burn in hell by killing myself. Most black people, we live in hell right here in America. And we're dealing with it daily. If anybody should be the leaders of suicide, it should be black people. For the hell we live here. But we still don't do that because we are a strong and mighty people. And you know that. That's why you fear us getting any kind of position or power in America. But as we talk about the second brother, that was in Victorville, California. Right? So this brother's name is Malcolm Harsh, okay? And now the FBI is getting involved with the situation. I'm going to tell you why the FBI is getting involved. Because of y'all. Because this is what happened. If this would have happened to these two brothers, and y'all wasn't involved, and y'all didn't show up to them cities like y'all showing up now, the FBI wouldn't be involved with it whatsoever. It would be, oh, it's a suicide, and then they go on to lynching the next brother. I've covered many stories over the years. Brothers have been found lynched. And every single time it's a suicide. They say it's a suicide. Quickly, oh, it's a suicide. Oh, yeah, it's a suicide. But now people are not accepting that because you know good and well the history of America. Come on now, they've been lynching forever. Why you think they're going to stop all of a sudden? They just figure out a way to say it to get y'all to back off. So when they say it's a suicide, and because some of y'all believe them, oh yeah, it's messed up, it's a suicide. Listen, we know how our people are. That's what we got to think. We know how they are. We don't believe nothing the race soldiers say about black people. Nothing. Just as much as I don't advocate and support them killing black people. I don't care what black people do. I don't advocate them to kill black people. Because they don't kill their people like that. Now, they say the federal authorities are assisting to the investigation to the death of Malcolm Harsh. They say one of the two black men found hanging from a tree in the high desert in recent weeks. So the FBI and state attorney general's office are working with investigators in LA County and San Bernardino County to determine if there's a link between Harsh's death in Victorville and Robert Fuller's death, let's say, in Palmdale, according to a Jody Miller of the San Bernardino County's Sheriff's Office, right? So they said that they responded to the 38-year-old that said allegedly hanged himself at a homeless encampment the morning of May 31st. The detectives have yet to speak to anyone and say who actually saw that happen. So you saying that, but yet nobody saw anything yet, right? And say others at the camp, and say on a vacant dirt lot between the Circle Drive and Victor Street, found Harsh hanging from a tree, cut him down, and attempted to revive him. I say his girlfriend is the person who called 911 shortly after 7 a.m. And they're stating that Harsh had hanged himself. She said that she was with him earlier that morning, and said, but had returned to her tent for a short time when others alerted her to the situation. It says it was unclear how long Harsh's body had been hanging before it was found, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. As they deputies say, an autopsy conducted Friday found no signs of foul play, but forensic pathologists awaiting toxicology results before determining the cause and manner of death. Okay? Well, like I said, they can put you up there without foul play. They don't have to beat you up and do anything like that. There's a whole lot. If he was whatever, they can do a whole lot of things to you. These people will sit here and wait to get at you, right? So they said family members say they were told Hart's death was being ruled as suicide when the coroner's officials made contact with his legal next of kin, his wife, June the 1st. So they said those who knew him were shocked, right? They say they don't believe he took his own life. Every time they have these issues that happen with these brothers or whoever, the family say that, I don't believe he did that, because they know their family. They know them. That's why I'm always going to think this is a lynching. Look at what happened to Robert Fuller. They lynched him in an area where there's no cameras. How did you know there was no cameras? How did the average person know that unless they got information from the police or somebody within saying, hey, they don't have no cameras over here? Because the average person don't know where cameras are at. I don't know what cameras on or not on at in the city of Houston. I don't know anything like that. How would I get that information? Unless somebody on the inside was telling me that. So it said they noted that his body was found the morning after a racial justice protest in Victorville. So it's retaliation. So see, this is the thing. These white supremacists are mad. Y'all got to understand. They hot right now. They hot. They don't like you protesting, and then what's happening is your protesting is now making results because you guys are putting pressure on your politicians. You're putting pressure on the system. They don't want that to change at all. They're also mad about y'all tearing down all these Confederate monuments. They're mad about that. And they're mad about even the floating the idea of renaming all the military bases off with these Confederate names. They're hot about that because they understand that this is like the best system ever for them. And for them not to have this system, they're going to fight against it. So, of course, they're going to retaliate. But they're cowards. Instead of them coming and challenge you in the streets, face to face, no. There'll be some cowards and want to catch a brother slipping and do that to him. Because they're cowards. They've always been cowards. They told all this talk about they so big and bad with a gun and all that. But when it comes to getting face to face with you in the streets, they don't want to do it. We haven't seen them to go challenge nobody yet. But they're so big and bad. They've been quiet. I thought they'd be the main ones out there against the protesters, right? But they're in their house. So it said the explanation, they said, of suicide does not seem plausible. It said there are many ways to die, but considering the current racial tension, a black man hanging himself from a tree definitely doesn't sit well with us. It say right now. Of course it don't sit well with us. We know better than that. They say the family was told that Hart was hanging with a USB cord. Okay, stop right there. This is crazy. And they say others who had the camera told them there was blood on his shirt and his body. He was 6'3" and wasn't even dangling from the tree. That's what they said. Okay? So where the blood come from? Where does it come from? Now this is less than 2 weeks after Hart died. We talk about Robert Fuller. So they said initially there wasn't any evidence or information that led us to believe there was anything other than suicide. Dr. Jonathan Lucas said, with the LA County medical examiner, they said we felt better that we should look more deeply and carefully just considering the circumstances at play. Yes, because it doesn't make sense. Well, that brother not going to do that. I mean, it takes a lot of work to do that. We're not going to do that. That's not what we do. Even in our worst conditions, that's not what black people are doing. So many people are standing up against this. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand, these white supremacists are going to retaliate. You've got to understand that. They're not going to just sit quietly by. And they're going to also put out there, white people, they're going to retaliate on you too. Because they're mad at you for going to the protest. I was trying to keep it, of course they're going to attack black people.
Shit crazy. I'm telling you. Motherfucker rock up on me, boy. It'll be the last time you rock up on anything. And as far as my life, like, I pray every day to see the next day. But I ain't never been promised tomorrow. So for you to take my life, it's not gonna do no, like, you ain't scoring. I have no fear in the, you know what I'm saying, that part of life. When the Lord wants me home, the Lord wants me home. And I will not say no. But, ooh, yeah, it ain't gonna be an easy one. Period. But this shit crazy. This shit hella crazy. Sit down. Don't start. Sit down. She always want to get to starting when I start talking. Shit crazy, Cuddy.
They're gonna attack some of you too. I've seen a video recently. The white guy was protesting. They had one of the white supremacists went up to him and hit him in the face in front of a cop. And the cop did nothing. It was assault. And he did nothing at all but sat there and watched him do it. And another cop come up, knew what was going on, and still didn't do nothing. The guy was like, "You're not gonna arrest him for assaulting me?" And the cop was standing there like, "I ain't doing nothing." So understand something. You have nothing but race soldiers running around.
So when the protests first erupted, the mayor of Olympia, Washington was right there with support, even throwing her own city under the bus. Cheryl Selby said her predominantly white town was not as welcoming and nurturing to minorities. And the light switched on by Mr. Floyd's murder now shines glaringly on Olympia. But when that light focuses on your actual house, the tune changes. After woke vandals damaged her home, her predominantly white town was suddenly victimized by what she called domestic terrorism. The rioters had covered her front door and porch with spray-painted messages. "It's unfair," she whined. It's like the story we cited after this all kicked off. Former ESPN writer Chris Palmer.
That wasn't a Negro that came to your house and sprayed Black Lives Matter. That was plain as day white person.
What she called domestic terrorism. The rioters had covered her front door and porch with spray-painted messages.
Like, this is the shit that is the... Because it is literally motherfuckers doing shit and yet they blaming us because it's BLM that's getting sprayed. BLM. Well, I don't know. I do know. I don't want to hear Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, or none of that shit from nobody who gives a fuck about, who don't give a fuck about my life. Don't say Black Lives Matter. Don't say all lives matter. And you don't give a fuck about my life. For me, my life matters. Without saying, everybody's life matters. But it's the same as a gang. Like, if there's a gang, and this is the name of the gang, and this is what represents the gang, it is not okay for non-members of that gang to do shit and say they from that gang. That's called false flag. That's a violation. That's grounds for dismissal, and you're not even a part of the congregation. So it's like a person, which you could take my theory and relate it to many things that have already truly happened. But say there's a gang, and say one or two members of it, not a gang, let's not say gang, or organization, or a group, or so forth. But nah, fuck that. I'm gonna keep it to the gang, because gang is, we stick to it. It's supposed to be a code about some shit and so forth and whatnot, right? So say 2 or 3 of those members allow some outsiders to come in, and them outsiders is doing shit that ain't okay. And then say like everybody's telling those few members, hey, they doing other shit. That shit ain't okay. Man, fuck that. We said it's okay. They can do it. Alright. Hey man, you gonna have to tell them motherfuckers to stop that shit. That shit ain't cool, bro. They making it hot over here. Man, fuck that, man. They can do what they want to, bro. They with us. We ain't tripping. Fuck it. You know what? Y'all, I'm out. They stayed, I'm out. It's one of those type of situations. Like, yeah, I'm not finna, this, and you got a bunch of motherfuckers that's doing shit that ain't of what we talking about. Therefore, when I yell and say BLM, I'm gonna be looked at with the, I can't do it. And so, that shit ain't cool. It's just like, if motherfuckers was going around with MAGA hats on, doing some shit, like, say they was going around leaving MAGA hats on everybody's door porch and spraying the Nazi symbol, and putting Trump's name. Like, if that's not what the whole thing is supposed to be about on the up front, then you know how many motherfuckers would be like, yeah, I'm not gonna wear that MAGA hat because they're making it bad. They're fucking it up for us like that. You did. You check the video of the they got video of the shit. I'm not saying that Negroes aren't doing shit, but they're a part of the group. So the Negroes doing it is like they're of the gang. So forth. I don't know. This shit is weird. It's hella fucking weird. That's why I feel like as I've always felt, this ain't about this shit. That's why a lot of Negroes at the same time, you know, this shit ain't nothing new. It's not nothing changed. It's just more shit getting seen.
Like some help on payday
and this
too.
is the type of shit why a lot of motherfuckers is like, you know what I'm saying? I'm focused on me. Cause
Hi, would you like some
there
help
be a
on
lot of
payday
bullshit
too?
going on.
Hi, would you like some help on payday too?
No, I can't take part in.
Hi, would you like some help on payday too? Hi, would you like some help on payday too? Hi, would you like some help on payday too? Hi, would you like some help on payday too? Hi, would you like some help on payday too?
My thing is,
Hi, would you like
I
some
appreciate
help
the
on
follow,
payday
and
too?
I don't even see that there's comments. I
Hi,
can't
would
even
you
see the
like some
comments.
help on payday too?
My apologies. I will turn my comments on
Hi,
in
would
2
you
seconds
like
so
some
I can
help
see.
on payday too? Hi, would you like some help on payday too? Hi, would you like some help on payday too?
This shit crazy.
Hi, would you like some help on payday too?
This shit crazy. And ain't nothing nobody
Hi,
gonna be
would
able
you
to
like
do
some help on payday
to
too?
make it better, but
Hi, would you like
do
some
what
help
they
on
have to do
payday
for
too?
themselves to make themselves better.
Hi, would you like some help on payday too? Hi, would you like some help on payday too?
My
Hi,
apologies.
would you
Hold on,
like some
folks.
help on
Alright.
payday too? Hi, would you like some help on payday too?
I got to do this.
Hi, would you like some help on payday too?
Therapy.
Hi, would you like
Because
some
I'm gonna
help
keep
on
it solid. I
payday too?
have therapy due to this crazy shit.
Hi,
I
would you
mean,
like
like the
some
shit that
help
I
on
go
payday
through out
too?
here. So I talk to a
Hi, would you like some help on payday
therapist to
too?
get this shit off my head and my chest.
Hi, would you like some help on payday too?
So please
Hi,
forgive me,
would you like
folks.
some
I
help on
shall be
payday
back.
too?
I have to.
Hi, would you like some help on payday too? Hi, would you like some help on payday too?
home therapy session.
Hi, would you like some help on payday too? Hi, would you like some help on payday too? Hi, would you like some help on payday too? Hi, would you like some help on payday too? Hi, would you like some help on payday too? Hi, would you like some help on payday too? Hi, would you like some help on payday too?
you really just on some repeating the, yeah, nah, I don't need no help. Thank you. Appreciate you. You're overloading my comments with that one comment. I guess so. Yeah, no thank you. Don't you start with me, Ruby. Hi, Miss Lindsay. Hello.
Oh, there you are.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. She's like, what? You wanna play, right?
I swear to God, she's like she was sitting here on purpose just to wait until, like, okay, now he's talking.
She's a smart one.
Very much so. How you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing pretty well today. How are you, sir?
In the house, and it's beautiful as heck outside. That.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, it's crazy because, I mean, I know she want to go outside. I want to go outside. But then...
the world is outside.
Yeah, that part. And once we go outside, they're going to go inside. Or... and these days, oh my goodness, Karen thing going on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. I've already experienced, but I'm just like now in the midst of this all going on, like I'm just waiting for it to happen. Like, and definitely like here at my own apartment or so forth, you know what I mean? Like, which is why I'm in the house, because I don't want to see Karen. Yeah, I don't know, but that's all.
I mean, you know, it's like there's the emotionally overwhelmingly draining experience of being out in the world. And so it's not really emotionally safe, but it's also not physically safe, right?
No, man.
So it makes sense to be up in your house like that, in your home.
But it's nice outside. It is nice. I want to, like, I got off of work early today. It's nice outside. She want to go run and touch the fields and, you know, fetch the ball or whatnot.
Yeah, bounce around.
But wherever we show up, they either gonna leave, or if we're by ourselves and nobody's there, they're gonna come and they gonna, you know, I'm gonna be under surveillance, under neighborhood watch. You know what I mean? Like, I can't take it. I can't take it. Sometimes. I don't know. See, man, and then this YouTube is not helping because all these things that I keep, that's another thing. Like, if it wasn't for YouTube, I would not know about any of these things going on because, like, I feel like I'm very disconnected here. The protests and so forth going on, I don't know about them until I'm on my way home from work and, oh, for real? But these same folks that are at the protests or whatnot are the same folks when they see me and there's nobody. Hey, do you know about the protests we're about to have? You want anything that if I was in Oakland or if I was in Frisco or somewhere, that's what would happen. But it seems like Trump hats. Yeah. I was just talking on my live a moment ago, and what was I saying? I don't know. Basically, I had to deal with the Trump hat and the pistol on the waist in my line earlier, and like wanting to make sure I seen it, like you know. Like, I don't know, it's crazy. Oh no, that's what it. Because truthfully, there's a situation going on right now. Have you heard about the men that have been found hanging in the trees?
No.
Okay. Well, apparently within like the last 2 weeks or so, they have found like 4 black men hanging in trees. One in Palmdale, one 50 miles away, another one in Central Park or in Manhattan or something, and another one somewhere else. And they all have been ruled as a suicide.
Oh. That's
not how things happen, you know, like you know.
Yeah.
So
just like Breonna Taylor had no injuries in the police report.
Yes, ma'am.
No injuries. Okay.
So my thing is that I don't know. This is why I'm a look a person in the eye type of person. You know what I mean? And I stay focused on who's walking behind me, around me, and so forth, or where am I surrounded at all times. But they're acting up right now, and I pray to God they keep their distance, because I don't know, you can't hide it behind a bush far enough for me not to see you. You know what I'm saying? So it won't be an easy situation, and that's the only way they can go about doing these things, because to the face they will not. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the truth of the matter is that we are in a time right now, and I am in a place where I have to keep my eyes open and stay focused. I cannot just be relaxed and focused on my customers when I'm speaking with a customer or when I'm on my way home or so forth, because there is a lot of hate that was hidden that is really coming out now, because it is really becoming a total divide of what side. You know what I mean? And some folks are choosing their sides. And so, yeah. And then back to it's a lot of provoking type of behavior, you know, and that's again why I'm in the house, because I want to go outside and just, oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, cool run, Ruby. Oh, she's running. But people aren't going to let me.
Right.
And they want me to, and then.
She's like, you called?
And then, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't want to allow anybody to push me into that. And I don't want to fall into anybody's traps. And they are out there with traps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But you know what? The cold part is we still gonna go outside though, because it is nice. And we or else she gonna do this. Okay. Yeah. So, I don't know.
It's like, you know, of course I hope that the people and, you know, especially where we live, don't take away all your joy and light. You know, it's like you're still going to go outside, the sun will still hit your skin, you know, and I know it's very limited what you can experience that feels good here.
The thing is about it is that I don't know if other people, or I think I've always said this, I'm not afraid to admit I like human beings. So I'm one of those that I can enjoy being by myself when there's a place full of people, because I don't need to be with you or whatever, but the fact that there's movement going on, sitting people watch and whatever, this and that, to walk into a place and everybody acts like a monster just walked in, and that
right,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody feeling like everybody leaves, and now, you know what I'm saying? That's like walking past something and seeing that there's the event going on or whatever, free to the public, and you come in to join and watch the show, and then all of a sudden everybody leaves, then the show's not over. Like,
yeah.
Well, I only came because y'all was here, y'all leaving, and like what? Yeah. So that's what it feel like to go outside and I see all these people moving around, but anytime that they're as if I'm about to do something other than be a human, say hello or nod and keep on going by my business, it's always as if my focus is them. So now they can't focus on doing what they have to do. Therefore, this just, it makes, what? Why? She wants my hands. My hands are moving. She wants my hands.
She's like, hello.
She's like, you always talking with your hands, and I just need to.
You could just be petting me instead.
She won't let that. She won't. No. I try to pet her, and she feels like, I want your hands. Can you stop? Please? I'm trying to talk right now, lady. And then it's that as well. To walk my dog, who is a puppy, who wants to see other dogs and so forth, and to take her outside and see people walking their dogs that's just gonna run every time, you know, she gets anywhere near, or not even. Stop. How are you showing off?
Nope, she got the ear. She got the ear in.
Ruby, stop. She really doing this just showing off because she hear your voice. Like, Can you cut it out, please? But yeah, like,
Yeah.
Ruby.
Yeah.
So that, like, this is the reason why she deserves to get to go outside and play.
Yeah.
I would like to take her to the dog park where she could play with the other dogs and all that, but that ain't what goes on. We go to the dog park, everybody finna leave out the dog park. And I just be hating that.
Yeah. It's more painful than it is, right?
I mean,
peaceful or...
it's not peaceful at all. Like, again, it could be peaceful if I'm in a state of mind of I don't care about anybody else. Then it's so what, you know, let them leave or whatnot. But it's more peaceful when there's other peaceful vibrations that can feed yours, that can, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you see somebody in peace and you're in peace, but they see you and their peace is disturbed, it's, like, okay, you know, like,
yeah, the peace is replaced with heaviness, right? Yeah.
Ruby, stop. Stop.
Showing off?
Yes. I swear. Like, I gotta sit here with my hands in my pocket or something. I gotta fold my hands so I don't talk. Stop. Now, if I go put you in your cage, then you gonna be mad. Can you stop?
She's ready. She is. I mean, I'm hearing the word outside too, probably. Right? I don't know if she knows words. You know, she associates them, but.
Nah, she hears your voice and knows that there's another voice responding to my voice.
Yeah.
There's somebody. So.
She's ready. She wants to be in it.
And then that's the other thing, you know. Like, every now and then there's somebody that will want to stop and say hello to her. And when they do, I have to let them know she's gonna be happy and she's gonna want to play. And it's like they don't understand what I'm telling them. And I'm telling you, she's gonna be happy. She's not aggressive. She's gonna start wanting to play with you. Oh, okay. And then they'll pet her, and then starts sitting there. I just told you. But yet here they are. Negro and a pit bull. In the land of
Karens and what's a dog? Poodle? I don't know.
not even poodles. Little Pomeranians.
Yeah. And when two worlds collide.
I'm saying. So, yeah, but you know, today I'm finna put my blinders on, and we're gonna ignore all that as always. But today I'm not finna sit here in this house all day. Take her over to the little park, let her do her thing, but I'm gonna try to ignore it, but I already know. I just already know all the little stuff I'm gonna see when I go outside. and it's just gonna, all I'm gonna do is the whole time, instead of being able to just be
at peace and relaxing, right? There'll be effort to shut it all out. Right?
Like, calm down. I'm not worried about you. And gosh, I
was asked if you explored different dog parks here. You probably have. I'm just kind of curious if you've found any that you like more than others, that you feel better about going to.
They do all this. There's the one Amazon at Amazon, which is huge, super huge. But you know, I went there with Bear when I had Bear. Ruby.
Oh.
She's definitely an alarm dog. She thinks somebody coming through that door to the door. She's
on it.
Yes. But when I had Bear, I took Bear over there, and yeah, exactly that. When we walk in, they walking out. Like all of a sudden, it's just, okay, our time is up. Let's go. And then there's the one that's over here by the stadium, which is not too far away. Which is a nice walk, but that's exactly the nice walk there. It's not a nice walk there. You know what I mean? Like, it's I can't take. I mean, I can take it, but I can't take it. It's just
at the same time.
Yes, it's like, I hate to have to. Why do I have to ignore it? You know what I mean? Because it shouldn't be happening for me to ignore.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So instead of just being able to enjoy my day, the surroundings and everything what's going on, I can't, because I have to focus on ignoring the bull that's going on. You know what I mean? And then pretend like, you know, so what, whatever.
That you're not impacted by that it doesn't matter to you, that you don't see it.
Exactly. But
it's like, you see it all.
It's crazy. So, I don't know. That's today. That's today for today. Winco is... they're starting to get into me. I had to take a mental health day yesterday. I took a day yesterday and was like, yeah, I'm not coming in. I told them I had a family emergency or whatnot. But, it's starting, it's like, it's a volcano erupts, the lava, and this is the hole up here. Like, my lava is like right here. It's we gonna give it we gonna give it some good room. Like, we still got room, but like, it really wants to be like right here. Like, but
it's ready. It's ready.
Which is again why I need to go outside. Need to go put my skates on and get that in, and a good release where I can, I don't know, breathe hard and I don't know, because it's starting to get to me, and I don't want it to get to me. I don't want to react. I don't want to prove anybody right of their wrong assumptions of me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But they keep doing those temperature checks on you, right? That's provoking.
God, it's ridiculous.
That's subtle.
It's ridiculous. And I mean, it's so ridiculous to me to where I really don't understand how there are folks like me that go through this and really live on I just don't ignore that. Just how do you really do that? I mean, my only answer is because they already have their folks who have accepted them. You know what I'm saying? Or their tribe, their circle, or so forth. But as far as anyone like me, and you saying that is really, you're just saying that. Because if you're a human being like me and you see that there's no way everybody thinks about things, when you get off this phone with me, whatever, when you turned into a parking lot and see, you're thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? So I really need to know what the magic is too. Because there's so many people that act as if it's just la-di-da-di-da. And
it's not.
Alien during the day and Boogeyman at night, and it's daytime. It's bright in daytime, so people finna have it's an alien.
That Mustang, it must be a UFO.
Yeah, I think that's the UFO he came out of. Yeah, is he looking? No. Picture. Yeah, like
Oh. Uh-oh.
She's seen the hands move. But shit, I'm serious though. I'm serious. That's what it feels like out here. And so again, we're gonna try to ignore it and try to go enjoy this day somehow, regardless of it all.
Did you ever get the chance to try out that tennis court that doesn't have the net in it for skating?
I did that one day when I first went over there, but then she was acting up, so I had to bring her home, and felt that I'm gonna go over there when I don't, like, that might be where I go today. But I'm gonna have to take her outside to go do her little thing and then bring her back in. I ain't gonna take her with me, because she ain't gonna let me skate. But I'm also, allergies is out there, and they don't want to let me enjoy life either.
Those jerky pollens getting all up in your nose.
We've been having this rain for these last few days, so I've been able to breathe. Now I'm about to go outside like everything okay and get beat up.
Do you ever take allergy medication or anything?
I have, I used to take Benadryl a lot, but that stuff makes me drowsy. And I know there's a bunch of other stuff, but I swear to God, I'm a boy. What boy really goes and worries about what medicines and this and that he needs?
Listen, so when I moved here, I learned that this is like one of the allergy capitals of the whole country. So people who live here take stuff.
I know. But no, at the same time, I mean, like there was a lady that came through my line today, and I guess she was shopping for this man, and she was like, "Oh, he eats like a boy whose mother's not home or something." He's 96. I was like, yeah, that's how men eat, man. We eat because that's how I eat, like an unsupervised child. Like, you need some vegetables. What is that? You need some medicine, huh? What is that?
You're like, I want my ruby red squirt and my bologna sandwiches, right? Was that the other thing? There it is right there.
My ruby red and my vines. It's breakfast and dinner, we good. You know what I'm saying? Food in there, that's when somebody else comes around, and then it's like, I don't just eat allergy medicines, but
Yeah.
I'll think about it and then be in motion and won't think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, dang, I should have got that medicine earlier. That's what I meant to get. Yeah.
And of course, you know, I know this is a tricky thing, but I still am very supportive of you finding a doctor to go to.
See, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see. Unsupervised boy.
Because, you know, sometimes you can get a prescription written for allergy meds and not have to pay as much for them, you know, that kind of thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's really not difficult, I guess, but it just seems like it's just hard for me to wrap my head around doctor appointments and, like, I don't know, I did good for a second and whatnot, but
I mean, you know, it might be historical for you, that's been the challenge, but I think here there's all these extra layers of challenge around it, right? Like,
true enough.
Yeah, having to deal with.
Also, it's because every time I go to the doctor, they do that little thing. When they run their physicals or whatnot, I always turn out, oh, you are very healthy. Yeah, okay, yeah, shoot. So, I mean, I'll see y'all in another 15 years.
15 years.
I'm saying, like, you need to go to the doctor and be like, bro, the skating rink is opening in 15 minutes. So back to the main true thought is that I don't know what to do still, because I don't want to be here no more. I don't want to be here no more. This job is pushing me to the limit, but I don't want to walk out, and I don't want to get fired. But something's got to happen, or something's going to happen, and I don't know.
Did we ever look up the different Winco locations around the state?
No, ma'am. I just know they have. I know they have one in Salem and in Portland or whatnot. But see, that's the other thing. Like, and what this whole thing is about, I promise, I feel as if the folks that I work for at Winco will not do anything to properly allow me to be transferred. When I go to them, because I have to talk to them for them to talk to the other places to make the transfer happen, it's going to always come back to me as, oh, they don't need anybody right now, or so forth, to where I have to, like, I tried to get transferred to Eugene, and they basically told me I need to go and just apply there like a regular person.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's going to be a roadblock, right? To have to figure out a way around.
Yes, ma'am.
If you even want to work at Winco, I mean,
without the bullshit, the
bullshit.
Yes, that they put me through. Man, Winco is a winning job. Winco is a winning job. 15 years, if I can stay there 15 years, what? The things that I've met customers come through my line that told me they, retired, they worked there 15, 20 years, and what they got, what?
Yeah.
What? Oh my gosh. It makes it even more stressful with the things that they're doing, because that lets me I feel like you guys are just trying to make me, because I'm not doing anything that they can say you're fired.
Right.
So all they can do is things that'll make me say I don't want to work here no more. and make me give up. And I don't want to give up. And if I don't give up, then I just got to deal with the 15 years of this.
That's no kind of life. That's no kind of life.
No. Yeah, no. Like, and that's what I gotta constantly think about sometimes. Like, when will they stop? Is it after I'm here 5 years finally, or are they gonna carry on with all this extra foot?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and so.
Yeah.
I love my job. I dislike the fact that my job doesn't like me.
Yeah. Have you been in the Eugene Winco before? Have you like specced it out a little bit?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
What did you get a vibe read on it, or?
Pretty much the same. I mean, because I go there, they don't know that I work at the Springfield one, and people are the same everywhere. They will not make eye contact with me or whatnot. There might be the one or two that will, you know what I mean, and then most, like, I don't know. I don't be meaning to give off I don't know what kind of, like, there's some men that I come across that know and can tell, like, make eye contact. You know what I'm saying? Hello, okay, or whatnot. But I think it's because they see me looking at somebody and they're not looking, and I'm shaking my head, and they see that, so they're like, hi. You know,
they're ready to be like, hi, I see you. Right.
That's because why? You're watching me. So you just watched me do that. You get what I'm saying? You're not just walking past me and we're making eye contact and you're saying hello. You're saying hello because you just watched me shake my head from him being scared of looking at me. But you know, it's constant. So the vibe there, I mean, I don't know, and I think it's the same. It would be the same, and I would go there.
There would probably be less MAGA hats there.
Yeah, because that side of Springfield, Eugene that's
and
the lower class, as they would say in class, if they were to classify classes or so forth, then Springfield is like Beverly Hills and Eugene is Compton to them. You know what I mean? To them, yeah. But I'm also, I'm also thinking that, like, with Eugene, you know, there's also more of, like, you know, how you described, like, if I did go to the protest, or if I did go to the march, there'd be people holding up signs, but they would still, you know what I mean? So it's like, there's also in Eugene that's more of it's more, you know, quote, even though they're the same city, we're all, you know what I mean? But it's a more, like, liberal, traditionally place versus more conservative Springfield. But there's beliefs I live in Eugene. Springfield is where I wanted to move to because of the skating rink being out there. But out here is where I experience, because I don't get to walk around and so forth, and just, like, when I go to Springfield, I'm in my vehicle going in a store and this and that. So this is where I feel all that inside of establishments. But out here in Eugene is where I'm walking to the store or catching the bus or so forth. You know, I stayed at the Mission when I first stayed here, and this is where you'll see people that know you, that talk to you, smoke a cigarette with you, should bum a cigarette from you or so forth, but then see you somewhere in a public place
Yeah.
and don't know you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
it's, when I go to the Eugene store and like drive over there to go shopping, it's a bunch of shaking my head still.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you would think that it would be not. It would be less of that. But
yeah.
I think, of course, you might see less MAGA hats, but this is the thing. Nobody knows me here. I'm not from here. So anytime anybody sees me, they're gonna be like, who is that? But if you don't know somebody, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna, there's nobody that can see me and be like, hey, what's up, Villain? Hey, Will, and so forth. You know what I mean? So there's people that'll see me, and if they see me from a distance or whatnot, they might be looking to be like, is that? And then if I look, they want to act like they're not looking, because they're not even sure if I'm the person they know or not. You know what I mean? Or they might have recognized that I'm not the person they know. So this is going to be the vibe everywhere I go, no matter what, because this is not a place that I'm from. So nobody has any time invested in me where they can see me in public places and be like, and that's where it trips me out with my customers, because they do. They see me on a regular when they come through all the time, but yet I don't see anybody that knows me when I go in public when I'm not at work. You know what I mean? And I might see customers that's so I'm shaking my head, and then now when you come through the line, I know you seen me, but you didn't know that was me, or you knew that was me, and you now you want to come in the line and be on, hey, how are you doing? Fuck out of here, whatever. Nah, you know what I mean? So
it may be exactly the same in that store with all those elements, and I, having a good manager can make or break a job experience,
Very much so.
And I'm just curious about, I wonder if there's like reviews or something online that people have worked there, you could like find or something to read, but I just, it's like, not that it'd be anywhere near a guarantee of having a better manager, or someone would have your back, or have like working with employees that, are just more, connected people or not. But
I've come to realize that, like, again, there is really nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do unless there was more folks like myself working there, going through the same, or so forth. But that has the same complaints and whatnot, and feeling the same